When you're detoxifying, especially when you're starting to work on parasites themselves, they have their own energy, they have their own agenda. So the more physically clear we can be in that regard, the less of those kind of energies we also have drawing and tugging on us. Welcome to Inspiral Out Loud, where we are exploring ways to create a thriving world for all sentients. So it's another Monday, which means I'm happy to be here chatting with Ala Nur from Nurology again. Welcome back, nice to see you.
Thank you, nice to see you.
So Ala Nur had a great suggestion today. What are we going to be talking about?
We will be talking about the urgency of purification.
What is purification to you, and why is it so urgent at the moment?
I would describe the purification right now as the return to essence, actually. Returning to essence, returning to light, returning home. Since humanity has been drawn very far from their original essence, it is very obvious in the reality that we are experiencing right now that the movement towards, well, let's say back to divine, back to home, back to light, and towards universal awareness is necessary, because we are on the verge of this planet's destruction and humanity's downfall. So the urgency lies in that time frame and in the reality that how it is right now. And the return to our essence will, let's say, fulfill the human's promise towards divine interchangeably. The position that humans were put here as keepers of the earth can be much better fulfilled when we are in an essential state, and if we are living from inside out, from our hearts, instead of in a reactive mode where we are trying to survive the whole time and destroying a lot out of attachments to many things that are just not true. And therefore I understand the purification process as one of the most urgent processes that we have to go through right now, and we are going through right now. But to go through this process consciously is much more powerful, obviously, than just being shaken. Yes, then instead of being shaken and washed and purified over and over again, it is like, I imagine it like maybe washing for gold. You have to wash out a lot to get the gold again. And the human soul and the human essence has been layered very much. So it is very difficult actually to access the original core, because we have experienced so much during these last eons that humanity is in enslavement, let's put it that way. And so these layers are being removed right now through Earth's ascension process and the purification that is coming with it. And if we as humanity can go through this process consciously, then we will be much faster, and we will be awakening much sooner also, which will be of a great advantage for the rays of energy and the rays of frequency for us and all sentient beings everywhere, actually, on a galactic level even.
Yeah. So what is the core essence to you? Is that to you your spirit, your soul? Like, which part of you is getting to that soul, that is getting to that core, and getting to that essence?
Well, the divine spirit that is living in every human's heart, and which is very powerful and gives us actually the ability to co-create with the Creator. And this is a very powerful present actually that humans have, that has to be cherished. And the soul I see as a connecting element actually to the Creator. And the divine essence in human hearts is what I call, well, the essence of a human, which is also connecting, and which makes actually the Creator living in us. That's what is making humans so powerful, and returning to this state of being is so exciting and so desirable also, and urgent at this time, because when we are following this three-dimensional path of self-destruction and ego living and survival mode, it's just looking not very well for the future of humankind. And also, are we not isolated in the universal realm? We are connected also, to other dimensions and galaxies, let's put it that way, also other material states of being. And so everything is influencing everything. The awakening of humankind is has an enormous effect on many, many levels, far beyond our perception right now. For humans actually to be able to remember their potential, or to live their potential, or to live here on earth, we are not remembering fully what is out there for being able to fulfill our purpose here on earth. Yes. So therefore, since we are really far away from our original state of being, which is living from divine essence out of the heart being, yes, it's returning there. The purification process helps us in returning there. And that's why particularly the heart purification is of enormous importance. And the Sufis are saying, for example, the only, and even the Little Prince is saying, you can only see well with a pure heart.
That's right. I was actually thinking of the heart when you were speaking about that, because from my perspective and my background, that purification process is about bringing light into the areas that have become unconscious through trauma and through conditioning, through social molding, through education, through the brainwashing of the media, all of that kind of stuff. So that in that realm, we're actually functioning out of the left brain, where you can actually only create based on past experience and what you believe is possible, based on what your senses tell you is available to you. But when we can start to shed all of those proverbial onion layers and get to the core of it, we can actually start to really connect with the heart to the point that we can create beyond what we've seen before and beyond what we could even possibly imagine is possible. Is that sort of along the lines of where you're seeing this shifting to as well?
Definitely, definitely. Yes. I mean, it is breaking out of enslavement, breaking out of the known cycles into the light.
And from my perspective too, in the shedding of that, we're not just doing the work for ourselves, because by having an influence in the collective mind, we can then start to bring those visions and possibilities through for everybody, because we're all subject to each other to a certain perspective, to a certain level. And so we can either be broadcasting into it based on our highest vision and highest intent for the future, or we can be a reciprocant of that broadcasting based on attitudes that might not be for our highest good. So to me, being able to come back to self and to operate from the heart means we can actually learn how to project more effectively into that proverbial matrix or hologram or collective consciousness, whatever you want to call this interface that we're playing in. So what are some of the tools that you like to work with, or some of the processes that you would use in order to engage in the purification of us?
Well, from what I see, starting really from the physical level with a good, thorough detoxification on a physical level is the easiest now and the most obvious one, and also the one method that can bring very fast results for the individual. And well, that is one of your specialties. Yes, you've wrote a book about that. You're working on that. Much success for that. I took a glimpse into it. It's fantastic. Just get it, apply it,
Shameless
do it.
plug. Detoxify for vibrant health.
Yes, exactly. So that is the level actually I would start, the physical level with the purification. It's the most obvious one, and also well, the world is polluted to a level which is not very healthy for humans. So, well, I would say 98% of all humans population would need a detoxification on a physical level. It will do no harm unless you overdo it. But if you go to a certain process with with an expert, yes.
I'm not an expert, I'm just a researcher. But I have the information you can take to your health professional.
For example, yes, or just follow the instructions in the book. Yes, and well, I wrote a book about the pineal gland, which also is describing a certain process of purification, not as thoroughly, but it is about the activation of the pineal gland, where the pineal gland is seen as the antenna towards divine and towards really, what we are connected to beyond Earth.
There's another little aspect to that as well that kind of bridges, I think, the energetic and the physical, and that is that when you're detoxifying, especially when you're starting to work on parasites themselves, they have their own energy, they have their own agenda. So the more physically clear we can be in that regard, the less of those kind of energies we also have drawing and tugging on us.
Correct, because you raise in vibration, and the higher you are in vibration, the less access they have actually. Any form of parasites, entities, demons, whatever we have around us, they will have less access if you are on high energy. So starting on a physical level and then pretty fast going through the physical detoxification towards the heart purification. Detecting really all low energy emotions and where one is attached to and feeling on a daily basis, which is, pulling one down, which is hatred, which is grief, which is unforgiveness. Yes, all these things are keeping aggressivity, violence, anger. All these states are keeping you down actually, and also you will be exposed to lower energy beings in that state. So it is really important to have a purification and clarification in that regard for raising your vibration. An emotional clarification has to take place also to make it a holistic purification process. Yes. And then on a soul level, what I find very important is clearing the connection to source, clearing the connection to divine, because you will maybe really not believe how many people have a bad relationship to source. It is our source, we are coming from there. Clearing that connection means an enormous gain of energy and inner strength also. You will be on a much different level if you cultivate and nourish that connection.
So as far as actual tools go, from my background, say just clearing yourself on a more personally energetic level, like I like to use a lot of tools like Psyche and theta healing and shamanic dream work and art therapy and automatic writing and dance. Like I like to use the kind of creative means to be able to generate dialogue with the self and move through that, which is what all the spiral matrix work is about. So what are some of the actual tools that you use to clear out those waves on the emotional and also in as far as the relation to source goes?
Well, first of all, I believe that information is already part of the transformation and even the purification. You know, explaining like practical exercises and explaining the greater picture already is a start into the direction of, well, insightfulness and recognizing the greater picture and detaching from the symptoms that we are living right now. So I work a lot with explanation, yes, and also of our origins, where we are going to, where we are coming from, and also breath work is a very powerful tool. Energy work, also where you are, you call it theta healing, where really powerful energies are sent through the individual for purification on an energetic level.
So that's a one-on-one sort of healing type process.
Or group process, yes.
Yeah.
Sending really powerful energies, and the physical detoxification, and also working on the soul level with forgiveness and even repentance and shadow work to clear out really all these attachments that we are mostly unaware of, well, on a subconscious level, and clearing these fields where one is connected to through awareness. And these kinds of exercises are really, well, powerful for purification, and also like a nutrition plan for getting in a good health state, yes. Dream work I find very also important to open one's mind also to other realities, and strengthening creating powers.
So we've mentioned Detoxify for Health. The link for that will be in the description box. And the spiral matrix is a body of energetic work that is still in development but will be released online soon. So your body of work, Neurology, how can people access that?
Well, neurology.org. We are online, and we have developed the Divine Blueprint program, which is the return to essence actually, and which includes the elements that we have been talking about right now. And it is a powerful transformational tool actually, and a journey and a process where one who is ready to walk this way and who decides for truth actually and for awakening and ascension will be really sent through a powerful program where he hopefully will come out from as well on a purified and elevated level, being able to have a much bigger influence on his own reality than we are mostly being aware of right now.
Yeah. So to all of you beautiful people at home, hope you enjoyed that chat. Please let us know what are your tools for purification, and what are your ideas around that. We'd love to hear more insights from you. So till next time, my friends, take care, all the best, be well, keep dreaming the good dream.
And peace be upon you.
Ciao for now.
Said I got to wake up now.